Hi there, folks. Elaine Fraze, Farm Family Coach, coming to you from my very bright but chilly farm in southwestern Manitoba. So that's why I'm wearing an Aloha t-shirt today. Hope you get a chance to have some kind of staycation or time away to rest and renew. But what we want to talk about today is based on the work of my teammate, Alyssa Brown, who is in Olds, Alberta, and works at Stoutenburg as a certified professional accountant. And she is giving you lots of insights and encouragement to start the year off right and to have your farm family's finances well organized. So it helps you. It's something that you can control to help give you profitable decision making. So that's why it's a good thing to make sure that you're well organized. And again, the day of the shoebox and handing and putting all the receipts in a shoebox and say, here, figure this out, are long, long gone. Today we have software, different programs that different accounting firms use where you can actually just take a picture of your receipts and put things directly into your accounting software really quickly. We also have, just on our farm, for many years, since 2000, which is 25 years ago now, we're given a portfolio that opens and closes easily, and all our banking records stay in there, and that goes to and from the bank and keeps things a lot better organized. But whatever works for you, put something in place. And if you have a new person on your team, whether it's a new family member or someone who you've outsourced your bookkeeping to, like I have, then you really want to make sure that you keep really good track of where your receipts are and mark things and use your camera as backup. And maybe you just want to put a simple, bright colored portfolio in your vehicles where you're typically taking in receipts so that nothing gets lost, because it's really important to create accurate and timely reports that allow you to make quick decisions when necessary. So Alyssa's first point is to keep accurate and detailed financial records. And she's grown up on a farm like I have, and so those photographs of receipts, and I use even the old tracking system of a deposit farm, rip one off to give to my bookkeeper, keep one for my own backup knowledge. So bookkeeping from the farm truck is now a possibility, but it can be daunting when you add new technology to your operation. So I'll just encourage you with the old 4-H saying, learn to do by doing. Just keep doing it and track every transaction. So did you also make some trades this year? So Alyssa told me a story that was interesting where a man had just exchanged land with a neighbor and didn't remember to tell the accountant. And that had a little bit of excitement around tax implications and all those other kinds of things. So one of the questions she asked, did you trade a newer combine for an older tractor and sprayer? How do you expect your repairs and maintenance expenses to change in your cash flow projection for the upcoming year? And cash flow projections are another really good tool. So tracked fixed versus variable costs, identifying fixed costs such as your mortgage and equipment payments, and separating that out from variable costs such as seed, labor, and feed can help you determine your cash flow needs throughout the year. Alyssa talks more about cash flow management, and she says forecasts will help you with updated information and give you particularly agility to consider significant cash outlays throughout the purchase of new equipment or expanding your herd. And then there's Dr. Cole's favorite, which is working capital or setting aside a reserve for downturns. We've entered a new year. I've been going through a whole pile of issues that the Western producer came all in one clump because of the postal strike. And there's a lot of differing and varying opinions of what kind of year 2025 is going to be. But let's go back to the basics. You control what you can control, and you can control how you track your finances and the choices you make based on the data and information of profitability that your financial data gives you. So Alyssa says a good place to start would be to set aside cash to cover a portion of what your fixed costs are. And it might be also wise to discuss this with your accountant to ensure that your farm is also on side in terms of qualified farm property rules. So those are accounting tools that Alyssa is a specialist in. If you'd like to have a discovery call with her, just go to farmfamilycoach.com and fill in the contact page, and she will be happy to spend half an hour with you to give you an assessment of where you are, particularly if you're in transition, and you might want to take her on as a coach as well. You also need, of course, to keep track of your credit and loans. Way back when Wes and I were first married, we used a yellow scribbler, but it worked. Everything was written down, and we could see the process that we were making. Now, of course, we use a software accounting program, but be open to having a conversation too. And Alyssa also says to avoid over-reliance on short-term loans with higher interest rates to prevent unnecessary interest expenses for your farm. So it's really important. And if you're feeling stressed about your finances, as a former farm debt mediator for 10 years, my encouragement to you is pick up your phone, make an appointment, and go and talk to your creditors and lenders and let them know how your position may have shifted so that you could be in communication and keep things flowing with great dialogue between your lenders and yourself. And then, of course, we all need to be wise, and wisdom is my word for this year. I've seen many people who have not been wise, and it's a myriad of 1,000 choices that have taken them down not a great path. So look at who your team of advisors are, and it's not just a once-a-year appointment for your taxes with your accountant. Your tax is important. Your tax efficiency is important, but getting yourself well organized so that when you do meet with your advisors, whether it's a financial planner, an accountant, a coach, a lawyer, an investment broker, whoever it is, be prepared and have all of your financial documents easy to locate in one place. So some of you are very independent people. You keep your finances close to your chest, and you're very strongly independent, which is not a bad thing because you're also entrepreneurs. But my curiosity is, what would it look like if your books are not done in a timely fashion? You haven't been keeping up. You don't understand all the intricacies of government programs that you need to be connected into. Why would you not consider outsourcing your bookkeeping? I have been writing in Gray News for over 30 years, and that was started way back in 1995 when we needed to hire a bookkeeper for our farm business, and there's no way that this coach, who is not good with detail, was going to be a bookkeeper just because I might be the person for the job. So in closing, just think about how you can tweak getting better organized this year with your finances and use that data to help you make good decisions and know where your profitability is coming from. You can do this. The journey of 1,000 steps, is a Chinese proverb, begins with one step. Pick up the phone, make an appointment with your accountant to get things set and organized. Also make your appointment now for when you're going to do your income tax with them. And also, if you need more support from us as farmfamilycoach.com, please reach out because we're here to serve and we're here to help you find harmony through understanding. Let's all make 2025 a great year in agriculture with the things that we can choose for. All the best. See you soon.